Ingredients: I have onions, carrots, ginger. This is garlic, nimebonda bonda, garam masala, salt. I'll only use one Royco cube. This is Royco cube. Yeah, and two blended tomatoes and mala. If you're curious about why mala is here, stay tuned and continue watching to know why I have mala and what I'm going to use it for. So let's get to cooking. I'm gonna add in my garlic. These are about 2 cloves. I reduce my heat. So my heat was high, that's why my garlic has cooked rather fast. So I'm gonna add in some water. So here I have a mixture of bananas and potatoes. So I'll put this inside. Then I'll add in salt to taste, because definitely you have to put salt in your food. And mix that. So at this point, I'm gonna add in water to fill this up. And let this boil. So I'm gonna let this boil because I'm making mashed potatoes. Cover it and let it boil. So one thing I learned about meat, this meat, you remember I added ginger, garlic and rosemary, then I put it in the fridge for like an hour to marinate, then I boiled it. So a friend of mine told me you boil meat with a little bit of spices to give it flavor, because when you boil it now, the flavor, there'll be flavor because the spices will infuse more into the meat. So this is how it looks after boiling. So now we have to get to cooking it. And first we put oil. So this is how I cook my meat. So yeah, and oil also is in the ingredients, definitely. So I'll add oil in there. Not too much, because my mom doesn't like too much oil in her food. That's enough. So I'm going to let this fry until it's brown in color, dark brown rather. Yeah. Then after that, we add in the onions. So at this point, this is the brown you're looking for. Vile tu meat, vile nyama ya kawaida roast. Ni roast ama fry, I think, this brown. So we let it cook. And at this point, I'm gonna add in salt. Then let it cook for 2 to 3 minutes, I guess, and it will have browned like I want it to. Yeah. So at this point, I'm gonna add in my onions. This is about 1.5 onions. I didn't use 2. I'm gonna let the onions cook till golden brown or translucent, then add in, not till they are translucent, then I'm gonna add in my garlic. So the onions are more translucent, almost translucent. I'm gonna wait for a while, then add in garlic. So at this juncture, kama hukumbuki tukifundishwa juncture kwa composition, revisit your primary school teacher. I'll put in garlic. This is about 2 cloves. Yeah, 2 cloves. I didn't add too much of it because I used the powder. Lakini powder imeisha, so I had to use the original, the plant itself. I don't know. Yeah. So I'm gonna reduce my heat. The garlic is boiled before it cooks. Let the garlic cook a bit and come back and continue the cooking process. This is how our matoke waru mixture is looking. Still boiling. I'm gonna let that continue boiling. So next is the blended tomato. Yeah. I don't have tomato paste, so we're gonna have to skip that step and go straight to the tomatoes. Mix it. And so after mixing, now I'm adding my spices, whichever spices I have. So I have Royco and garam masala. Oh, I didn't put in ginger, I forgot. Shit. Okay. So I'll just put in garam masala and it's even over. Baki kidogo. Yeah, that's the end of it. And my Royco. One thing about Royco is it elevates your food. Like, it's not cap, like it's not even a lie. Like Royco, it really does elevate your food. So the point of me putting spices at this step is so that they can actually cook. So you can spices food again like it's not even logic. The spices have to cook because they are spices, they have to cook. I don't have an explanation, I'm no chef. This is just how I cook my food. So after mixing, and let that cook, and the tomatoes and the spices, then cover it, then cook, and we'll come check on it later. This is about 2 minutes later. Not so long. Oops. See how that stew looks like, yo. Hey, you guys, like, as in hata sijichochi, like, just amesema mimi si chef. Mimi mpishi hodari jamani, mpishi ni So I want to try something new. I've never done this before. So my mom went to a family friend of ours at their place, and she told me we cook their meat with fermented milk, maziwa mala, kwa Kenya, maziwa mala, yeah. So, and she said it was so sweet. So I wanted to try to cook it with maziwa mala and see how it tastes. So I went and bought this maziwa mala, maziwa lala, whichever, fermented milk. So I'll put let's measure. let's measure the milk. Yes. I'll put more. I think that's enough. Yeah. And store the rest. So let's see. Woo. Let me put water in this cup. Like that. Then stir. Ooh. It actually looks good. Add in more water. So I let this simmer for not so long, maybe 2 to 3 minutes. 5 minutes is quite long, but let's give it a max of 5, then come check on it. So in the meantime, I'm gonna make kachumbari. These are my onions. This is a whole onion, which is so big. I'm not making a lot because hatuko wengi at the moment. So what this is what I do with my onions. Onions zinakwanga, they have this taste, this, what is it called, like this taste ya ukali flani. Most of the people in my house, my mom's house, don't like the taste. So this is what we do. We put in warm water. So I'll add in water. This is almost yeah, it's warm water. Then put in salt and let this sit for around 5 minutes. Yeah, 5 minutes. So according to what I was taught, because I don't know everything about cooking, so the salt and water mixture, when you put the onions in such a mixture, ina reduce hiyo ukalia ya the onions, because I know some people don't like the ukali of it, that sour taste. Is it sour? Sour is for lemon, I don't know. So yeah, it reduces that. So I'm gonna let this sit hapa for 5 minutes, and as that sits there, I'll cut my onion, what are these called? Nyanya, tomatoes. So let's check on our food. As in, guys, like, I'm not even kidding. Just see. Unain utamu tu yani, eh? Utamu pale. So I don't have dania imeisha, and this whole cooking was impromptu. Our stew is done. So let's remove this and deal with the potatoes and the banana mixture. So here it is. Ooh. So now it's time to mash. Mash, mash, mash. So I'll add in a little bit of margarine. I'll add in a little bit of mala, and we'll see how it comes out. Yo, mashing this is like an arm workout. Wow. It's awesome, man. I know I won't be able to get to every lump. I'll just try. And honestly, I'm done. I've not really mashed it kabisa, but I think it's good avileiko. Yo, I've tried. I've tried. So our mashed potatoes is done. Now let's finish up with making our kachumbari. If you don't put lemon in your kachumbari, hey, you should start doing that, because the taste is heavenly, I swear. And finally, salt to taste. And our kachumbari is done. So I'll just cover this and take it to the dining table. And first, I'm gonna do a taste test and just tell you guys what I think about my food. I'm done cooking and I want to do a taste test. So I'll start with the meat. I swear, I'm not even like sichochi because atini food yangu, but it's really sweet, I swear. The mashed bananas and potatoes. Wow. Hey. Yo, you guys should really try my recipe. Like, Just go try, because honestly this food is amazing. It's bomb. So let me finish up the video. Thank you for watching my video till the end. If you love the recipe, please go try it, because it's really yummy. And cook for your family, you know. Yeah, and thank you for the 84 subscribers I have so far. Thank you for each and every one of you for stopping by and taking time to watch my videos. I appreciate it. And subscribe, like, comment what you think about my food and my recipe, and I appreciate it. So see you on the next video. Bye. I love you guys.